Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see Maharashtra State Board Class 10 Science 2 Chapter number 8 Cell Biology and Biotechnology, and this is the part 3 of this particular chapter. In the first two videos already we have talked about the stem cell and the biotechnology and its applications. Today we are going to talk about some important stages in agriculture development. When we talk about the agriculture, it is one of the most important part of our economy, and the various stages involved in its development that we are going to see. In that, the first what we have to study, that is the green revolution. Problem of the population explosion was started to appear at the beginning of 20th century. Almost all the countries, especially underdeveloped and developing countries, had been badly affected by the effects of poor quality and quantity of food. Because as the population explosion was just started in the beginning of the 20th century, the problem of the food was raised. So various methods applied for harvesting maximum yield from minimum land are collectively called as green revolution. In a small area to produce a larger amount of the harvesting, that was the main aim under the green revolution. Improvised dwarf varieties of wheat and rice, proper use of fertilizers and pesticides, and water management has led to the increased production of food grains, and thereby large population had been saved from hunger. Dr. Norman Borlaug, USA, from the USA, and Dr. M.S. Swaminathan from India have valuable contribution in green revolution. Various research institutes and laboratories are engaged in development of new varieties of the various crops through research. For example, Indian Agriculture Research Institute IARI, New Delhi, National Citrus Research Institute, Nagpur, and allied branches, that is the Indian Institute of Sciences, National Pomegranate Research Institute, Solapur. This all are working together for the better or the proper development in the field of the harvesting. Next was the white revolution. Various parts of the India were rich in milk and milk products. However, those products were not sufficient to meet the needs of the far-flung regions. Dr. Verghese Kurian proved through the cooperative movement and use of biotechnology that dairy cannot be allied but it can be mainstream business. He put the cooperative dairy movement of Anand Gujarat at all time high status while achieving the self sufficiency in dairy business. Various experiments were performed for quality control, newer dairy products, and their preservation. Why people from all over the world are again preferring the local wild varieties because of this kind of revolutions. Further is blue revolution. Production of various useful aquatic organisms with the help of a water is called as a blue revolution. Farm ponds and the fishes are very common in East Asian countries. However, people are not only thinking of cultivating the fishes and shrimps, but other aquatic plants and animals too. Government of India has evolved in increase the production by encouraging the people for pisciculture by launching the program Neel Kranti Mission 2016, that is NKM 16. 50% to 100% subsidies are offered in this case. Marine and freshwater fisheries is possible on large scale. Freshwater fishes like rohu, katla, and other fisheries products like a shrimp and the lobsters are being cultured on large scale. Next, that is the fertilizers. Because if we talk about the harvesting, then the fertilizers are very much important part of it. Two types of fertilizers are used in agriculture. One of those is organic manure and others are chemical fertilizers. Water holding capacity of the soil improves with the soil conservation due to use of manures. Upper layer of the soil essential in agriculture is formed due to humus formation. Various essential elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium can be available to crops due to earthworms and fungi. In soil-less farming, that is hydroponics, liquid chemical fertilizers are used. However, there are more harmful effects of a liberal use of chemical fertilizers. It includes decrease in fertility of soil because if the chemicals are used, then that reduces the fertility of a soil over a long period. Further is that is insecticides, that is also very important. Through the natural immunity of the plants can prevent the infections. Use of insecticides is not under control. Irrespective of the natural friends of farmers like frogs and the insectivorous birds, pesticides are used on large scale for increase in yield. Pesticides are in fact a type of a poison. This poison enters the food web through water and food, and its biomagnification occurs. Various pesticides like DDT, malathion, chlorpyrifos, etc., have been proved to be dangerous to the consumers and even for the soil. Next is the organic farming. Nowadays, organic farming and organic products have become buzzwords because they are getting very famous now. Organic products are being available and demand for them is ever increasing. Chemical fertilizers and pesticides have been used on large scale. These poisonous chemicals reach the human body through food and water, and their adverse harmful effects on human and environment become apparent. Various problems like soil fertility and the pest infestation have become serious. So, as to overcome these problems, farmers are opting for organic farming, and it includes complete ban on chemical fertilizers. Further is apiculture. You must have seen the beehive. Worst method of harvesting. Collecting the honey from these hives is driving away the bees by smoking the hive with burning torch and then cutting the hive into pieces. This method causes the destruction of a hive and large scale death of bees. However, it is easy to collect the honey without destroying the hive and bees if artificial bee boxes are used. So, in that case, the loss of a bees can be avoided. The next is a cultivation of a medicinal plants. India has been gifted with a great biodiversity, and the Indian citizens have established a human, humble, and a strong relation with the nature. We have a great tradition of Ayurveda that cures the diseases with the help of natural sources. After that, they have given us about the fruit processing, another important field where there is a scope in the future. That is, we are daily using various products prepared from fruits. All are consuming the products like chocolates, juices, jams, and jellies. All these products can be produced by processing on fruits. Fruits are perishable agro produce. It needs the processing in such a way that it can be used throughout the year. Fruit processing includes various methods ranging from storage in cold storage to drying, salting, airtight packaging, preparing murabba, evaporating, etc. So, this is all about the cell biology and the biotechnology. So, this is all about this chapter. In the next videos, we will see some more topics from the science.